Welcome to Second Sec, the show that focuses on the issues behind the news. Mining Weekly editor Martin Creamer joins me today to unpack the latest in the mining industry. Welcome, Martin.
Hi, Stephanie.
Now, can you tell us about the flight to iron ore quality being a demand trend that favors South Africa's high-quality iron ore?
Yeah, this was something that was emphasized by Kumba Iron Ore when we had the results presentation yesterday, and it was extended again this morning with Anglo American when they gave their results and they had a media conference. It's clearly a very important attribute we have, the quality of our iron ore. It earns price premiums, but that is not the most important thing at the moment. But as the world goes towards becoming a cleaner place and not wanting to hurt Mother Earth anymore, the demand is going to be for higher quality iron ore. And this really puts South Africa in a pole position along with Brazil. But because of our geographical reality, we are closer to the markets. We right midpoint. We can get to Europe and we can get to the Asian markets. We are in a very strong position because although at the moment the biggest market is the Chinese market, and China at the moment is using standard grade iron ore, they are going to move the way they make steel. They're not going to have these blast furnaces. They're going for electric arc furnaces. And when they move across, they're going to want a higher quality iron ore for climate change reasons and for all the quality reasons that people are going for these days. And that really puts us, South Africa, and of course Kumba Iron Ore, in a very good position. And they were even associating it with the whole hydrogen economy, because the hydrogen economy will also want steel produced in a good way. And so it puts us in a very good position. So countries that don't have that are not going to be as favored as we are when it comes to iron ore. There's also the danger with iron ore that the scrap ferrous scrap is coming into play. China wants to use far more ferrous scrap. They want to recycle. It's again about the circular economy that the world is moving towards. It wants to do urban mining as well as the traditional mining. It wants to make sure that if there is waste, you gather that and you reuse it. And that suits these electric arc furnaces as well. So it's going to be interesting to see, in the next 10 years, what the prices are for iron ore and what sort of premium we earn. But it seems like we're in a good position. We'll continue to be able to sell our iron ore going forward.
And can you tell us about the all-female exploration crew that's begun drilling in the Northern Cape?
Yeah, this is what, again, Kumba Iron Ore was very proud of yesterday, because Anglo American wants to transform in all ways. It wants to transform financially. It wants to transform operationally. It wants to transform when it comes to gender matters. It's just a transforming company. It's very keen on that, along with the whole climate change. It's reforming. So every part of it is reforming. And it doesn't want to leave anything out. So you can see that Rosond, the partner that works with them, has got an all-female crew working there, drilling for iron ore. And that's also very important for South Africa at the moment, that we need to go into that Northern Cape and really explore more. And if you can do it in a way that's automated, which is happening with this all-female crew, they are doing the rod changing is automatic, and they can sit in very nice cabins that are air-conditioned while they do all this. It's going to be very important for South Africa because that Northern Cape is very prospective. We know there's a lot more iron ore there. You can see how the Kumba Iron Ore continues to find new iron ore finds, and we see that they announced this 7 billion rand project yesterday, a new project that's going to be in the Kolomela area. And that is just as a result of the exploration that it's been doing. So it's got more sites now that it's working on. And I'm sure that, with South Africa pushing exploration, we're going to see a lot more exploring, not only for iron ore in the Northern Cape, but also for all the other minerals that it hosts. And it's very prospective.
And lastly, can you tell us about Menar's 250 million rand cash-funded, solar-boosted East Manganese project, which is underway?
Yeah, it ticks all the boxes, doesn't it? I mean, from a funding point of view, they're not going to any banks. They're not going to the stock exchange. They're saying, we believe in this project. Now, it's not the biggest of projects, but they're prepared to fund it all the way so that they build up a learning curve, that they understand how manganese mining works. And then once they've got that, they're ready to start moving into new projects. But it shows you that, a lot of the banks they're risk averse. They don't want to go into these projects that there could be risk. So it's always beneficial if the company can do its own homework and if it's got enough funds as Menar has, and it can pay for everything, because then it speeds things up a lot. So we see that activity on that site is hotting up, and it's also going to make use of that sun because it's near hot as hell. And they didn't name hot as hell that name for nothing. The sun shines very brightly there. And so they are going to make use of that solar power. And we know that the Menar group with Canyon Coal and the anthracite coal, they've been in coal mainly. So this is a departure, diversification, and seeing that they found themselves in a very hot sunlight position, they've said to themselves, well, let's make use of the sun. And that sunshine will power all the infrastructure that they will be building up at the East Manganese in Northern Cape.
That's it for today. Join us again next week for more news analysis on the local and global mining industries. And don't forget to listen to the audio version of our Mining Weekly daily email newsletter.